Hello guys, welcome to the video. Today is me and Gold's WrestleMania 33 fantasy booking. But it's not the type of fantasy booking you think. We both have our own separate cards with our own separate opinions. But one thing with me and Gold is that we may disagree on some things, but you know what? Talk specifically about WWE here, but we'll come to a mutual agreement. So, yeah. Right?
So this is our WrestleMania 33 rebookings.
Yeah, so there'll be no arguments, no fighting. The Gold's kind of already heard mine, but it's more of I didn't go with the best detail, and well, it's only really a matter of someone's choice if they want to go detail, but let's get right to this and waste no more time. So, first match here, I have... What? Alright. First match here, we have The Miz defeating Shane McMahon in a 13-minute match. Now, let me explain this one, alright? So, originally, it was AJ Styles versus Shane McMahon, which was still a fine match, but I just believe... Did AJ's first WrestleMania win have to be Shane? It easily could have been Chris Jericho, or, I don't know, anybody but fucking Shane McMahon. Now...
Got Money Mac.
Yeah. Now, this actually makes sense. I know Shane and Miz happens 2 years later, but all for the wrong reasons. But think about it this way. The Miz and Daniel were having a rivalry since the late part of 2016 going into 2017. Hell, even during the mixed tag team match rivalry, they had something going there. So in this story, Shane McMahon is going to step in and say, hey, how about I stop going after my buddy here? You know he's not medically clear to wrestle. So guess what? Let's just get some fist up at WrestleMania. But unfortunately, Mrs. Father won't be a part of this one. Such a shame. Be Shane's father! No, just...
I still saying this, I still want Mrs. Father versus McMahon.
It needs to happen. Maybe WrestleMania 35 times change, who knows. But, yeah. By the way, guys, this is where Mrs. Curse ends, because his last WrestleMania win... Oh, wait, no, his last WrestleMania win was WrestleMania 29. But, either way, his last, on the car, not pre-show WrestleMania win was in Florida. It's going to happen again. Now, this match, I know it's 13 minutes, a little bit too long, but I don't want to give him under 10 minutes. I believe Miz will actually show the best out of Shane McMahon. It's not going to be anything crazy. It's just going to be straight up, I guess, just straight up good old wrestling. And the Miz finally ends his curse. And finally, wins. But that's all fun and games. But next, Cruiserweight. Jesus Christ, I'm getting a lot of notifications here. There we go. WWE Cruiserweight Championship match. Neville, the champion, defeating Austin Aries in a 15-minute match. No differences here. This is the pre-show match. I'm putting this on the main show. This was easily the best match on WrestleMania, and it was the first match on the pre-show. What the hell? You can't make this stuff up. Sorry, my OCD's getting triggered over here. Let me fix this. But you're telling me, Neville, who's been carrying the Cruiserweights, giving them their best matches. Hell, last pay-per-view at Fastlane, he put on a 4-star match against Jack Gallagher. But no, let's put him on the pre-show against Austin Aries. Like, really? Now, I had no problem with Neville winning, because Neville was finally a champion who actually looked dominant. My issue is, you rob these guys of WrestleMania match. And you do the same thing to Ali and Cedric the next year later. And also the same thing to Riddick Moss and Buddy Murphy. Guys, what is your problem with Cruiserweights? These guys can easily kick off a WrestleMania. But I put him above the Mrs. Shane. No differences there. Next. WWE Smackdown Tag Championships, the Usos defeating the champions American Alpha in a 16-minute match. Now, if you guys remember correctly, it was American Alpha that triggered the Usos' heel turn back in September. And because of this, the Usos decided to rob American Alpha of the tag team titles. Now, they may be champions now, but there's some history here that just hasn't had closure yet. So, honest to God, these two, you already know what these two teams will do. I mean, their SmackDown match was great. You can practically put the SmackDown match at WrestleMania, but add a few more awesome spots. Maybe a table spot. I don't know, now table spot, both Usos going through tables. Yet again, probably say that for another match. But the point being is, just give these two matches, like, the fact that American Alpha never had a proper WrestleMania match is bullshit. You know this.
Yeah.
They should have had one. Same for Usos. And up to this point, Usos' only WrestleMania match, really, I believe was 28. Like, they were robbed. And thank God 35 happened. But guess what? 35 won't really mean much anymore when they win here on WrestleMania. Next, Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns in a 17-minute match. And Braun Strowman wins. Guys, I wish Braun got a WrestleMania match. He should have won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. But no, he should have dominated. He should have eliminated everyone. But no, he got eliminated, and Mojo mother-freaking Riley won, and I thought he was going to win that six-pack and take on Randy Orton. But no, it was the guy who got eliminated from Gronkowski and Mojo Riley, who used to be buddies. Like, what? What? That's a curse. I remember watching that live with a friend I'm not friends with anymore, and we both were, oh boy, it was stupid. And Roman Reigns' feud with Undertaker, never really liked it. I mean, going in, it's Undertaker's last match. We all knew Roman was going to win. There was no doubt in anyone's mind Undertaker was going to win that match. It sucks. It sucks. That's why this was the perfect feud. This feud is perfect, guys. I mean, the Fastlane match was great. So imagine this on the grandest stage of them all. It's a simple feud, really. And I feel like the match will go kind of like, can Roman Reigns work his way around the big guy? Oh, wait. Isn't it another big guy? It's not Braun Strowman. Oh, wait, that's Roman Reigns. Never mind. But, yeah, the big dog versus the monster among men. But by this time he was saying, was it get these hands? Honest to God, I don't remember Braun Strowman's catchphrases. I don't like him now. But
I think these happened in 2018. I remember he phrased that around Elimination Chamber, I believe. That's when it really got popular. I could be wrong.
yeah, because I don't follow Braun anymore.
All I know is that Braun Strowman's reason why James Ellsworth exists.
Pretty much. And this match, honest to God, Roman Reigns is going to try his hardest to try to get down Braun Strowman. The best spot of this match is when Roman Reigns tries going for a spear, and then Braun just drop kicks the hell out of him, and Roman sells that thing like he just got fucking choke slammed from like freaking 5 feet in the air. Guys is going to just fall on his neck. And Braun Strowman wins. This is going to show Braun Strowman's talents, and well, this feud was amazing. The crowd was behind Braun Strowman. They absolutely hated Roman Reigns, so everyone wins in the end besides the Samoans. What's funny is that his cousins won the match previous.
That's hilarious.
Next, the match that should have happened, the match that we all predicted, street fight for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, Dean Ambrose versus Baron Corbin in a 13-minute match. How come Dean Ambrose didn't get his proper street fight last year? He wanted to get against Brock Lesnar, but they didn't want it. But apparently Dean was being a little asshole, and that's why Brock didn't want to do it. Which, if you guys know how Brock is, you know, he's a little bit of a picky picker. But also, I don't say that's bad, because he's kind of like Randy Orton. When he cares, he'll show you he cares. Example, Drew McIntyre, Daniel Bryan, AJ Styles, Rey Mysterio. So, it's just one of those things.
R-Truth.
R-Truth, yes, and I really hope they get that match, too, and they get a proper match.
I just want it, like, I don't even care if it's for a title. The fact that Brock Lesnar wants to work with R-Truth, just like, that makes me happy.
It does, because he got him to laugh, too. That's just like...
That's that part. You have to laugh. How do you get a man that looks, talks, and is that intimidating to laugh?
Yeah, here's the thing. I mean, everyone else, it was kind of scripted for Brock to laugh. R-Truth is genuinely funny. So, yeah.
Yeah, but granted, also R-Truth is in his 40s, believe it or not. That's crazy. R-Truth is in his 40s, but he looks like in his early 30s.
The guy looks young. He's like almost 50.
Actually, he actually looks younger than when he actually looks younger now than when he was in his heel run in 2011.
Hey man, he's a definition of black don't crack. That's the real thing. That's a thing. But yeah. Let me check my phone here. 61%. Alright. But Dean, Baron, I say whatever Dean wanted to do last year, give it to him. Really, just give it to him. I know Baron Corbin should win this match, but let me think. How long did Dean hold the title up to this point? I'm trying to think here, actually. I know he didn't win it in 2016. He took it off the Miz. Oh, yeah, somewhere in March. Either way, there's nothing much I can really think of here. Just give him table spots, kendo stick spots, and now table spots in the crowd. Like, just have Dean Ambrose do what he wanted to do last year against Brock. Because, honest to God, I think Baron Corbin will be up for it. Unless y'all like to call him Trash Corbin. But, next match. Now, I can't rewrite this because I'm going paced off past Fastlane or something like this. I may want to change this, but I'm just not. Triple threat for the Raw Women's Championship. Bayley, the champion, defeating Charlotte and Sasha in a 14-minute match. Pretty much last year's triple threat match, but Bayley is Becky going into it. Here's the thing. They had a match at Clash of Champions 2016. It was fine. I think it was like a 14-minute match. But it wasn't good either. I mean, just because it was fine does not mean it was good. What time are we running here? 10 minutes? Nice. But it was not a good match. I feel like they had the perfect match right here. They already ruined it by having Bayley defeat the Streak at Fastlane, which is a stupid-ass decision. It should have been WrestleMania, guys. Sometimes the most predictable moments can still be good moments, guys. Come on. But still, I think her defeating, Charlotte, her greatest enemy, and Sasha Banks, her friend, which they can slowly tease a breakup here for a SummerSlam match. Hey. But, yeah, have Bayley win this match. It should be a great match. This including Becky, who's on SmackDown. But if she was on Raw around this time, guys, I would have done the Fatal 4-Way in a heartbeat. But, yeah. But there you go. Next match. No changes. Not even Gold is going to change this. Ladder match for the WWE Raw Tag Championships. The Hardy Boys returning and beating the hell out of 3 young teams.
I mean, it's perfect. Also, I wouldn't technically call Sheamus and Cesaro young.
Yet again.
The reason why I say that is Gallows, Anderson, Cesaro, and Sheamus are all in their, mid-30s by that time.
Yeah, well, kind of throwing a little some shade at Christian Miracle, though. Because he's like, maybe Hardy Boys should have earned their opportunity to win. It's like, shut the hell up and enjoy the moment.
My thing is, and I'll go into more. I'm not really going to go into more detail on it for the Raw Tag Team match of my booking because it's exactly the same. It's exactly the same. But I'm just going to say it here. Who cares? The fact that the Hardy Boys returned was amazing. Yeah, I mean, WWE kind of botched it, and they do everything in terms of tag. But, I remember, that was the first WrestleMania I actually properly watched. Yes, I did watch it on an embedded website, so I didn't have a WWE network. That was before I knew Nilsson.
But the point being is, you watched it live.
I just remember watching it, and my dad was asleep in the other room, so I had to, be quiet and stuff. I was just fucking, marking out at the fact that Hardy Boys returned, because I thought it was going to be New Day. And obviously there were rumors the Hardy Boys are in Orlando, but they just finished a match with the Young Bucks. No way are they going to go to WWE. And they did. Remember, something you should know, a little bit of backstory here. The Hardy Boys were in a TLC match the previous night against the Young Bucks.
I also want to add, weren't they on a match on Friday as well?
Yeah, so they were pretty much a week schedule, then made it to WrestleMania for another ladder match.
Just remember, the next night they had a tag team title match on Raw.
Dude, I remember being in their 40s.
These guys, they're still kicking it. It's just, this was a great moment. I didn't get I think the tears didn't roll because it wasn't emotional, but my God, here's the thing. Part of me, I kept saying to myself, it's Hardy's. Even, but I was thinking, New Day's walking down. I'm thinking, is that a swerve? I don't know. I'm saying, it's got to be Hardy's. That was the one thing I was rooting for. They made this a ladder match just out of the blue. It's they're doing it for the Hardys, aren't they? Aren't they? And I'm thinking the match is about to start. I'm like, okay, New Day comes out. I'm like, God, dude, I love this moment. I still go back and watch this video sometimes. Too bad they effed both of them up. But yeah, there's not a single thing I would change about this match. Everything was perfectly fine. And if the Hardy Boys weren't in it, nothing against this match, but honest to God, I would not care about this match as much. The Hardys truly made this match what it was.
Yeah.
My only issue is, if I had to rebook really the next night of Raw, I would have had the Hardy Boys, the first, besides Roman Reigns' little promo thing, but in this universe, first 10 to 15 minutes of Raw, just let the Hardy Boys go on the microphone. Let the crowd just soak it in. They didn't let them have a promo. They don't have to explain why they're back. Just let them have a promo. Let the crowd have a fun time. You know they're going to be popping. You know they're going to be happy to see them. But you gave them a tag team match the next night instead of having a promo. I mean, I'm not saying that really ruined them, but that, honest to God, really could have pumped the adrenaline, man. But next, WWE SmackDown Women's Championship, Naomi defeating Alexa Bliss, the champion. Let me fix that in an 8-minute match. Now, I don't mind Naomi getting her moment again. Though next back-to-back pay-per-views, Naomi's about to beat Alexa. But the point being here is, Naomi's in her hometown, I say give it more of a proper storyline this time instead of just cram-packing fucking 6 women into a match. What the hell, guys? I also want to do Naomi. I also want to do Mickie James versus Alexa, but, you know, maybe that could be WrestleMania 34. Wink. But it's just... God. It's not going to be... I don't think it's going to be the best match ever, because nothing against Naomi nor Alexa. They aren't like the greatest workers in the ring. They'll put you a decent match, but this is about the moment. This is also a cool down match, so, you know. Soak in the moment. Next. Non-unsanctioned. I don't like what they call it unsanctioned match. Seth Rollins defeating Triple H in a 20-minute match. I know the original was 25, but keep the match the same. The match was perfectly fine. I think it told a story. But now that they don't have 25 minutes, maybe they can get a little bit fast on some things. I love that Triple H is targeting the knee, but at times in this match, I don't feel it's telling it story-wise. But just tell it. And honest to God, I feel like after this match, have fucking Finn Balor in his demon gear just come out at Seth. You know, Seth's trying to have a happy moment here, and to just give Finn his WrestleMania moment, guys. Because honest to God, he would have been at this stage probably defending the title if it wasn't for this motherfucker. And I feel like that could have been a good moment. Just imagine. I mean, he comes slowly go down the ring. I don't know. Set up a match for Backlash. Oh wait, no, they had Payback. Yeah. Either way, yeah. Next, Bray Wyatt defeating Randy Orton and Luke Harper in a 16-minute match. What? Did I not say WWE Championship match? Well, you'd be correct. This is not a WWE Championship match, guys. I, honest to God, believe the Wyatt feud got botched. Gold will agree with me on this, but this is why I believe it was botched. It happened way too quick. Here's the thing. Think about it this way. Bray Wyatt, yes, he was having his build from Survivor Series, though, because he was part of the surviving team, and then he won tag titles with Randy, then he lost the Rumble. Bray should have won the Rumble. He botched that one. He also botched Luke Harper. The fact Luke Harper was on the pre-show instead of being in the main event of WrestleMania or being close to it, bullshit. But I just believe this feud should have just been the Wyatt family just fixing the problem. It's like Legacy at WrestleMania 26, but the outcome is going to be different. This is actually going to bring the Wyatt family closer. Wyatt is trying to bring his family together, but Randy and Luke are just having this problem that has just been off and on, and Bray has just about had it. So he puts an end to this bullshit, and guess what? Triple threat match. And I think you guys can already guess how this match is going. One spot I would really love is just maybe, I guess, Luke Harper suicide diving into Randy Orton, and Randy Orton going over the announce table, and then Bray Wyatt just running across it doing a senton. That'd be something cool. But this match is just basically going to tell a story, and Bray Wyatt's going to win in the end. I mean, it's all happy and all because Bray Wyatt finally gets a WrestleMania win, but this isn't happy for Bray. This is not happy. Bray did not want to do this. Bray had to do this because he had no choice. He didn't want to lose someone, especially not someone who's been loyal to him since 2013. And for the rest of this year, building Bray Wyatt up for WrestleMania 34, where the eventual Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt WWE Championship match happens. There. Was that hard, WWE? Apparently it was. Next, triple threat for the WWE Championship match. Triple threat for the WWE Championship. AJ Styles champion defeating John Cena and The Undertaker in a 24-minute match. Now this is the match not really I was rooting for around this time, but when someone really brought up the fact this match could have happened, it really just has an unsettling feeling, really. This match could have been perfect for Undertaker. There's 3 stories being told in this. Firstly, AJ Styles and Undertaker, phenomenal. Sorry. We have John Cena trying to tie the record. I know John Cena, he's not longer going to win at Royal Rumble. I say AJ Styles beats John Cena again, because going into this match, John Cena also has that record to beat, but also John Cena wants to prove that maybe he can get the best out of AJ Styles. I mean, I think that sounds fun. For AJ Styles, he's just trying to prove he is, guess, the phenomenal one. He's trying to erase last year's, big mistake against Chris Jericho. Undertaker, he's trying to end his career on top. And I believe both John Cena and AJ Styles can help carry Undertaker to a really good match. I don't think Taker can really... You get both. You get best of both worlds. You get John Cena versus Taker, and you get AJ Styles versus Taker. But it's not the main event. No. Because if this match ends up sucking, well, you got another match for the main event. But that's what my thing is. And yeah, AJ Styles wins. I mean, yeah, Undertaker could win and all, but John Cena doesn't need this win. Taker does not need this win. AJ needs it because AJ will be the one who's staying after this. And maybe at SummerSlam 2017, possibly, in a rematch, John Cena finally overcomes AJ Styles to beat the record and end his SummerSlam curse. Maybe.
Sounds fair.
Yeah. Next, Brock Lesnar Goldberg. Changed nothing. It didn't have. It just the only thing that would be changed is no title. But that's stupid. Next, no holds barred, winner takes all for the WWE Universal and United States Championship. Chris Jericho, the U.S. Champion, defeating Kevin Owens in a 28-minute match. Oh, Kevin Owens, Universal Champion. This was originally going to happen, and then Goldberg wanted to play politics. Brock Lesnar didn't play politics, but he should have and got Goldberg not to win that belt. Because if it didn't happen, we wouldn't have the Reign of Terror. Fuck you, Goldberg. Fuck you a lot. But, taking my hatred aside for Goldberg, this should have happened. I feel like Chris Jericho should have won the Rumble. This, for me, is Chris Jericho's thank you tour. This is kind of like when a WWE superstar, not really part-timer, because Chris Jericho was full-timer around this time, but this is more of just giving a superstar who's been a veteran, just giving you their thank you, saying, thank you for what you've done, here's your reward. And Chris Jericho doesn't have much time left. Kevin Owens will not have much time left because this guy risks his life in every single match. But Kevin Owens has plenty of time to get back into this seed. I know Kevin Owens is not going to get his WrestleMania win, but I just believe Chris Jericho needs this now. Chris Jericho deserves a proper WrestleMania main event. Not whatever he got at WrestleMania 18, because that shit was stupid. Chris had the best performance in that Rumble. Chris Jericho, I believe, is the longest guy to last in the Rumble, too. I think over, 2 hours or something like that. 10 hours? It's something to that degree, but why not give him the win? He had the best performance in that Royal Rumble in 2017. And this rivalry, the Festival of Friendship, absolutely perfect. The only thing that's going to change in this match is that, Chris Jericho's going to go after AJ Styles. He's going to go after AJ Styles, hey, Styles, I beat him last year. I can beat him. And not once is Chris Jericho thinking about turning on Kevin Owens, but Kevin Owens, let's just say he's getting a little bit worried. Doesn't trust Chris. But that's stupid. Because Chris Jericho never portrays anyone. Actually, it's kind of true. Did you think about it, guys? What is it? With Big Show, with... okay, I can't think of any more, but the point being is Chris Jericho's never usually the guy to betray. So Kevin Owens' Festival of Friendship, he just decides, maybe sooner or later Chris Jericho is going to turn on him, so he does it before Chris does. Turns out Chris was never going to do that, but Chris is hurt. Because Chris had all this trust in KO, and he thought KO would trust him back, but him turning on him, clearly Kevin Owens has no trust. And from that point on, this rivalry is going to be personal. I found this feud truly died with Goldberg beating Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho making a surprise return. This could definitely, first off, the United States Championship is main eventing WrestleMania. History right there. And also, the Universal title is going to have a proper main event, not 34 is bullshit. But, yeah, I just think this would have been the perfect feud. And just give them, I know, 20 minutes may be a stretch, but my God, these two could put on a 5-star. Like I said, Chris Jericho does not have enough time left. So, yeah, that's my WrestleMania 33.
That's a good card.
Yeah.
That's a shame mine's better.
Oof. It's only a matter of opinion. Actually, tell us down below, guys. Who do you think is better? But here's the thing. Honestly, God, I don't think one's is better. I just think it's a matter of, taste, pretty much.
Yeah, I agree with you. Well, let's get to mine. So, obviously, first match of the night. I might keep it the same, AJ versus Shane, but I might trim 2 minutes off of it. I feel like that 18 minutes sounds very fair for this match.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I like the rivalry going up to this with AJ feeling like he's being screwed by Shane, and Shane's being like, no, I'm the good one. Which would lead to many hilariosities. Second match, I'm going to have Naomi versus Alexa for the Smackdown Women's title, but I'm going to have it be 13 minutes, 42 seconds.
Ooh. Oh, you even added the extra seconds on there, too.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like that this could be a good match. I have it very early on in the card, so it doesn't get lost like the actual SmackDown Women's title match did.
Yeah.
And this is early enough where the crowd pop for Naomi's win could be still very loud. I feel like this is going to be kind of a spot fest in the last 5 minutes for Naomi.
And it should. I mean, this should get the crowd happy for Orlando.
Oh yeah, I agree. For the next match, this is a little bit different. I have Neville obviously defeating Austin Aries for the Cruiserweight Championship in a 25-minute match, which is a 3 stages of hell match.
Whoa, okay.
So the first match, so this is how it's going to go. Throughout the entire rivalry, which I think actually lasted about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, it lasted until Extreme Rules.
Essentially, they're trying to top each other. They're trying to top each other and outdo each other. So this is what Austin Aries says. So we're going to have 3 stages of hell match. First is going to be a normal match, right? This is where Neville gets his pinfall and everything. Second is going to be a submission match.
Ooh, like Extreme Rules, which is an underrated match.
I know. And the third one is going to be an Extreme Rules match.
Ooh, okay.
Give these guys 25 minutes. I think the first fall is going to happen around the 7-minute mark. It's going to happen quick and out. And Neville's going to use some trickery and stuff. Get the first pinfall. Then he thinks he has Austin and everything, and then the two start scrapping. Then the next, the submission will happen at the 11-minute mark with Neville smartly tapping out because he doesn't want to injure himself. Then the rest of the match is just an Extreme Rules match.
I like that. I mean, here's the thing, these guys actually were close to probably having an almost 5-star, but
I think this could be it. Just imagine the next I think it was 13, 14 minutes. Just being an Extreme Rules match. Imagine the spot. Just imagine a 14-minute spot fest.
Dude, one spot I can imagine is him doing the red arrow from the top of the ladder while Austin's on top of 2 tables.
A spot that I would really like is Austin's on a trash can lid, which is on a table, and Neville coup de grace him.
Dude, kind of like Vince McMahon.
Kind of, yeah. Just having fun with this type of match. And the reason why it's early on in the show, this is one of those kind of just spot fest just to get the crowd really pumped up.
Crowd's like, yeah.
The next, how could it not be the Raw Tag Team Ladder match?
Ooh, you put it early on.
Yeah, I'm putting it the 4th match on the cards, I believe.
Well, I put mine at the halfway mark, kind of like that to be.
Yeah, technically they did. Technically it was the 4th match.
Yeah. Oh, hey, it wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was basing mine on. But as I said, I have nothing to change here whatsoever, except for maybe Michael Cole saying, things are about to get broken! Though WWE didn't have the rights to the broken gimmick.
They should have just stayed quiet. Could have made the moment better.
Yeah, Michael Cole kind of ruined that moment just a little bit.
Kind of for love of mankind.
Yeah, the next is similar to you for the Raw Women's title match. Putting this right here, 16 minutes, 48 seconds. I have Charlotte versus Bayley versus Sasha. Bayley winning, but I'm setting this rivalry up differently. This time I'm going to do it. So essentially, throughout the entire rivalry, which starts at Royal Rumble around that time, Charlotte's mocking Sasha that she can't get the job done. All of her title reigns lasted a month. Right, not even a month, so she can't get the job done. And so whenever Bayley and Charlotte are having their match at Fastlane, it looks like Bayley's going to win. But Charlotte keeps on antagonizing Sasha, who's outside. At one point, Sasha gets the kendo stick and tries hitting Charlotte, but Bayley stops her. And in the process of getting stopped, the referee throws Sasha out the ring inside. He gets Sasha out the ring. Charlotte does a roll-up pin on Bayley, costing Bayley the match.
Oh, shoot. I was thinking Sasha was actually going to hit Bayley.
Yeah, well, then essentially Bayley's like, you just stop getting involved in all my stuff. And then in the rematch on Raw, which, between Bayley and Charlotte, looks like Bayley's going to win. And out of nowhere, Sasha turns on Bayley.
Ooh.
Creating this triple threat match at WrestleMania, which I think would be perfect. This is going to be 16 minutes of fun.
I like that. Mine's teases a match for the future, while yours already kind of has it going.
Yeah. Next is, and this might be the most controversial, I don't know, Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns for the Intercontinental Championship at 17 minutes and 21 seconds. Dean Ambrose will win this, but this is how it's going to go. Right, so the rivalry starts off around, after Fastlane and everything. And essentially, Dean says he has no opponents, for SmackDown, so maybe he'll jump ship, obviously. Sorry, Baron, but you're not here. You're not needed.
Sorry, Baron.
But essentially, Roman's in the middle of a match, and Dean attacks Roman. People are trying to wonder why. Why did he attack Roman? Well, Dean has a perfect explanation. I'm taking this from Adam Blompied. Whenever Dean was going after Seth, where was Roman? After Seth destroyed the Shield, where was Roman?
Actually, I think you're taking that from me.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, because how Adam had it is that he went after Seth because Seth betrayed and all that, but he never went after Roman for that reason.
Oh.
Yeah, because remember Raw Smackdown, I had that rivalry.
No, I'm taking that from you.
I was thinking, wait a minute, this isn't Adam.
Well, but essentially that's how it's going to go, and then obviously there are kind of championships in the ranks, and you don't want to do that for the IC title, but this is a nice match for the title, for the championship. It's obviously going to be a street fight match between Dean and Roman, and it's not going to end in the ring. It's going to end in the streets of Orlando.
Yeah, it's a proper street fight.
Let this be. I'll say, remember whenever COVID didn't exist, and you can go to places.
Yeah, I miss those times too.
That's pretty much how the match is going to be. Next is John Cena versus The Miz, which it should have just been John Cena versus The Miz in a match, but no, their wife got involved and forgot Nikki is not with Cena anymore.
Ex-wife.
This match was only there for John Cena to propose for Nikki. And guess what? They ended their relationship shortly thereafter.
Because they fucking forced it.
That was a dumb idea. So instead of having Nikki and Maurice involved, which...
have their husbands involved.
Just have this rivalry be based upon the fact that The Miz feels like that his only WWE Championship run was overshadowed with John Cena's rivalry against The Rock.
Oh my god, that is perfect.
That's what this rivalry is going to be set up for. Miz will win this match.
Yes, Miz gets that proper clean win over John Cena.
That's all you need. Because here's the thing, Miz was a heel, yes, but this was the hype of Miz being over with the crowd. Because remember, after his Talking Smack promo with Daniel, he had about a whole 2 years of being over with the crowd as a heel. It wasn't really until he became best friend with Shane McMahon that his push, that his overness with the crowd started kind of getting diminished.
But it's back. But it's back because of John Morrison.
I mean, yeah, it's back now. But it was about a good 6 or 7 months where he was just kind of in this medium of being a face for some reason. I don't get that.
Oh, you can't hate the guy. We respect him now.
Oh yeah, I respect him. But that's essentially what this rivalry is going to be about. Next, Seth Rollins versus Triple H. I'm going to have this at 19 minutes.
1 minute.
The exact same match, just trimmed down by 6 minutes. It didn't need to be that long.
No, that's what made it boring at some time. Well, it was good, but it got boring at a time.
The next match is obviously Brock versus Goldberg for the United States Championship.
What? What?
Okay.
Yeah, you need to elaborate on this one.
Okay, so...
I did not expect it here.
So this is how it's going to go. So, this is how I have it set up. So around Royal Rumble time, instead of having Roman versus Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble, a classic match. But I'm going to have that one.
Oh.
What I'm going to have is Goldberg versus Kevin Owens. And what's going to happen is Chris Jericho is going to get involved, costing Goldberg the match. So now Goldberg's going to seek out revenge. And now he wants to take out Jericho. And obviously Jericho, he has friends with the top champion on Raw. He doesn't have to worry about them. He has Kevin Owens back, Kevin Owens has him, and so we have the Festival of Friendship. And this time whenever Gilbert comes out, that's a little mock towards Goldberg, solely for Jericho's fun,
Oh, you're saying that breakup never happens?
And what I'm saying is, Kevin Owens, he's getting more and more annoyed as the festival goes on, and whenever Goldberg comes out, that's a very self-satisfying moment for Jericho. At this point, Kevin Owens just doesn't care. Then we get the turn. And what's going to happen is, Jericho's out, but then he's been obligated to this match, so Jericho's injured, and to put, what is it? Insult to injury. Jericho is actually going to, possibly beat Goldberg. It looks like he's going to do that. Backstage rivalry, woohoo!
Yeah, he freaking whooped his ass.
But what actually happens is Kevin Owens comes out, costing Jericho the United States Championship, and then Goldberg winning it. Then this leads Goldberg versus Brock, and that's going to pretty much be the match.
Brock Lesnar being a mid-carder, though. What the hell?
Well, no, essentially what I have planned is, Brock Lesnar only is going to face Goldberg solely to spite Goldberg. What's going to happen is he's going to vacate the title the next night, because that's the thing Brock Lesnar would do.
Just imagine Brock Lesnar being a part-time United States champion like anyone cares.
I know it's unrealistic, but that's how I would do it.
It's an interesting one, because I was expecting to hear Universal out of that for some reason, so when I heard United States, I was like, what?
Okay, now next match is going to be Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton versus Luke Harper for the WWE Championship in a 21-minute long match.
Nice.
Okay, so essentially this rivalry is going to be built upon obviously Randy winning the Royal Rumble, Bray winning WWE Championship Elimination Chamber, and throughout the entire allegiance with Randy, Luke has been telling Bray, do not trust him. He is not one of us. Do not trust him. But Bray doesn't want to listen to Luke. He trusts Randy, and then whenever Randy turns on him in front of Luke, Luke doesn't help Bray. He just sits there and watch, because he's been telling Bray the entire time not to trust the Viper, and Bray hasn't listened. And then eventually, whenever Randy's kind of doing his best heel impression, Luke attacks Randy. In the middle of the promo and everything, he said, I've been on the sideline too long. I've been giving up my own success for Bray Wyatt, a man who I trusted, a man who I believed in. He hasn't listened to me for a second, but all I've been doing is listening to him. But no, now I'm going to take my opportunity. And so he challenges Bray and Randy. And whenever it comes to the signing, we're going to get a little Chris Benoit, Shawn Michaels, Triple H moment where Harper just kind of takes out Randy, signs the dotted lines, and we get the Triple Threat of Mania.
Oh my god.
And that's going to be the match. Just imagine. It's going to be very similar to a lot of type of spots, but this is how the match is going to end. Essentially, Bray Wyatt's going to Sister Abigail, Randy Orton, thinking he has the match won and everything, and then 1, 2, and out of nowhere, so from a frog splash from the top rope, Luke Harper comes out of nowhere, takes out Bray, does his own finisher on Randy, 1, 2, 3, and for the next 3 to 4 months, we're in a rivalry between Bray, Luke, and Randy.
Perfect, dude. That's the proper build. We both have two different things here. One's going to build towards the next year's. Maybe may have the Triple Threat next year's. Maybe build Luke Harper up. Dude, imagine Luke and Bray being the final two of 2018 Rumble.
Oh, man. That would have been amazing.
But this is how overbooked. I just want to recap how overbooked it is compared to yours and your minds. So, Randy wins the Rumble. Randy doesn't want to target Bray. Or no, Randy wins Rumble. Randy versus Cena. Cena loses title. Randy doesn't want to take on Bray. Randy lets go of the claws. Goes to 10-man battle royal. Luke and AJ Styles tie. Then we have AJ Styles versus Luke. Luke loses due to a 450 splash. Then Randy Orton decides all of a sudden, hey, I want my shot. Then he beats AJ Styles. That was an overbooked shit mess, dude.
Yeah, and then there was the whole burning the house of Sister Abigail thing.
That could have worked if it was done better.
Yeah, I know. So that is that match. The next one is Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho for the Universal title. I have Chris winning this one, obviously. This is going to be about 17 minutes.
Oh, that's a big difference.
Well, what was yours?
28.
Oh, gee, yeah.
But yeah, mine is no holds barred. It's like more like very personal in this one.
Well, the reason why I have the 17 minutes, if for the main event, I would give it about 30 minutes. But the rivalry of the emotion alone, I feel like, can work this. And obviously Jericho and Owens are just two phenomenal wrestlers. They can't have a bad match.
No, but they can have a disappointing match, like the actual WrestleMania 33 match.
Yeah. I liked it, but not denying it wasn't what I expected for all the bad reasons. But essentially, Jericho's going to win. It's going to be a last kind of hurrah for Jericho. I think if he holds this title about all the way to SummerSlam, just give him a little extra time before his contract does run out, and he obviously leaves the company. That's fair.
But at least they finally gave Chris Jericho a thank you.
Yeah, now obviously I said this is the main event. The actual main event, this is the one that might shock you the most.
You haven't told me. You haven't told me the opponent yet. I'm excited.
It would be the Undertaker versus Demon Finn Balor.
Shit, I was actually hyped up for that. No, it's actually a good payoff. I actually like that. But holy smokesy, boy.
This is my reasoning, because obviously I need to explain. Finn Balor was cleared around this time. He came back the next night. He was actually cleared for a whole 2 months.
What?
Yeah, he was cleared. He could have returned after Royal Rumble, but they wanted to build his return back for WrestleMania.
Then they should have had him come out as Animal. Honest to God, they should have had Seth and Finn versus Samoa Joe and Triple H. Just saying.
I know, but he was cleared for about 2 months before Mania. Just imagine this. Undertaker, the Undertaker's in the final 4 of the Royal Rumble. Now, you might not like that, but he is. He's in the final 4 of the Royal Rumble.
Wasn't he originally?
Was he?
I believe at least final 5.
Jeez.
I know, it's crazy, right?
He's in the final 4 of my Rumble, and it looked like he's going to eliminate, some people, and then all of a sudden, everything goes back. And all we see is just red smoke, and we get quick flashes of Demon Balor. And in the middle of the ring, while everyone's knocked out except for Taker, is Finn Balor. He just smiles, points the gun at the dead man, and does a drop kick into the corner. He starts beating up on him, coup de grace from the top rope, picks up the dead man, and throws him out of the ring.
Oh man, teasing it. Hey! Oh wait. Yes! That means Roman's not in the Rumble!
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
But essentially, that is how that works. And essentially, Finn eliminates himself. He doesn't want the Rumble. He says he's here for one reason. There can only be one demon in the WWE.
Him.
And if there isn't a proper way to send out the Taker than to actually kill the dead man, the demon, the Undertaker, I don't know what it is. Instead of, this is my yard. No, it's my yard. That was stupid.
Yeah, because Taker never claimed it to be his yard.
Technically, Undertaker can come back for his rivalry with AJ Styles because that's not the dead man.
No, that's Mark Calloway.
I find this match to be very satisfying. This isn't going to be cinematic. Finn Balor's he's around the same age as AJ, probably a couple years younger. He has actually a better moveset than AJ, in my personal opinion. Give these guys 16 minutes.
Ooh, 16-minute main event.
Hey, Finn Balor can easily carry Undertaker's, weight and everything, and honestly, I feel like this match would just be better fit than a 23-minute match that was Roman versus the Dead Man.
Well, yeah, this is going to be the most shortest main event of WrestleMania, I think, since 18, which was 18 minutes, I believe.
Honestly, I think this would be a fit main event. This match is only here to end Undertaker's run as The Undertaker.
I could just imagine at one point Taker hits a tombstone and Finn Balor kicks out at 1, showing how much power the dead man still has left in him, which is none.
I know. As I said, a spot that I would really like is Finn Balor trying to go for the coup de grace, but then Undertaker sits up and just takes Finn's feet out from under him.
Dude, God, I would love just to see a pose. Just dead man lifting up and Finn Balor on the corner, staring him deeply.
That would be amazing. But that is my WrestleMania. That is how I would book it. Honestly, mine. I love yours as well. But let's just comparing mine to the actual one. This one actually feels like a thrill ride.
Mine just does as well, but.
As I said, that ours feels like an actual thrill ride, up and down emotions.
Well, how many matches did you have by any chance?
I had 12.
Wow. Well, let's go one by one. Here's the thing. Like I said, me and you won't freaking sit here and argue, so, I don't mind this. Honest to God, I don't think either one of us are better. Both of us are good in their own ways. It's only really the people can decide which one's good. And they say both? Huh? Okay. But that doesn't determine the answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go with the first matches.
Okay, so my first match was AJ versus Shane.
Which is mine is Miz and Shane, which they both make sense for their storylines. As, you know, Miz and Shane are having history a little bit earlier because Shane's going to step in, you know, for his buddy, his friend.
I really like yours.
But I love yours as well, though, because AJ versus Shane was still a great match. Hell, it was actually one of the best matches on WrestleMania 33.
Which is a shame.
Yeah.
Okay, next match. My second match was Naomi versus Alexa for the Smackdown Women's title.
Mine was Neville versus Austin Aries, which was just the same exact match. But, honest to God, we both had Naomi's moment. So.
Yeah. Then my next match was Neville versus Austin Aries in a Cruiserweight match, 3 Stages of Hell.
And mine was Usos versus American Alpha for the Smackdown Tag Titles.
I didn't have the Smackdown Tag Titles on here, so that's...
Something.
Yeah.
Then,
okay, my next was the Raw Tag Team Ladder match.
mine
Same
was
thing.
Braun versus Roman.
Hey!
Excuse me.
Then my next match was the Raw Women's Championship.
Street Fight.
Yeah, perfect. Then mine was Street Fight.
Mine was the Raw Women's Championship.
Then mine was Cena versus Miz.
Mine's this ladder match.
Yep. Then mine was Rollins versus The Game.
Oh my. That's my SmackDown Women's Championship.
Okay. Mine was Brock versus Goldberg for the United States Championship.
Seth and Hunter.
Bray, Randy, Luke.
Bray, Randy, Luke.
Kevin versus Chris.
AJ, John, and Undertaker.
And Undertaker versus Seth.
Brock and Goldberg, and then Chris and KO.
Fair. Both cards are great.
But both cards are building a lot more superstars. Like, a lot more. But the only thing I really have just a tiny some nitpicks from your card is just that Braun Strowman, with all of Braun Strowman's momentum, he's missing the card. I don't like that. Braun had so much momentum around this time, and he needed that Orlando crowd to really pump him up.
That's fair.
But besides that, you build so much. By the way, the Miz ending his WrestleMania curse against Cena, oh, it fits like a puzzle, man. Because Miz has been cursed since 2011. So, honestly, ends his curse against the man.
I feel like the difference between mine and yours is building up for stories down the line. Mine is kind of completing stories.
Yeah, I kind of WrestleMania 27 did. No, 34 did.
I will say this, though. None of us had really a great story for Naomi or Alexa.
No, it was just more of like WrestleMania moment.
It's pretty much there for WrestleMania moment, which isn't bad. That's pretty much why the Hardys returned. It was a WrestleMania moment.
Exactly. I mean, here's the thing. It's not bad to have a Mania to have stories down the line. It's just that don't be like WrestleMania 27 and 34 and freak it up. Okay,
Yeah,
27 didn't really screw it up, but they didn't have to have a second match.
Yeah, I think yours handled the doing stories down the line better, and I did one for the WWE Championship.
Yeah, because, I mean, I don't know, just seeing AJ, just give Taker, we both give Taker a problem match. Taker's going to have that, that big dream match, while yours is also a dream match.
That we're never going to get, unfortunately.
Well, we may if Cena can stop being but yeah. Do you want to post our match cards in the comments down below?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, because they got to send me your card after this video.
Well, that's all from me in this video.
Yeah, same here. And this video clocks in, at 48 minutes. Nice.
That was much shorter than the original one.
Yeah. Whew. But hey, guys, it may go that way. Only got 4 hours 30 minutes of footage actually on the camera, which is cool, I guess. No, 4 hours 12 minutes. Not the point. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.